Today I'm going to tell you about my Ryobi 2000 PSI battery powered pressure washer. I used it for the first time yesterday after my gas powered Ryobi pressure washer died. It might be able to be revived, but I haven't done that yet. Notice this one's 3100 PSI, 2.5 gallons per minute. This one's 2000 PSI, 1.2 gallons per minute. Got a spot for 2 batteries to go in there. These are the batteries, 6 amp, 40 volt. I've got 2 extra ones, and then I've got 2 other ones that came with other tools. This is the fast charger. It took about an hour to charge up 2 completely dead batteries. And I got about 20 minutes of runtime out of that guy. Initial look, it's pretty light. I didn't really use the wheels to move it around. This other one is a lot heavier. You definitely want to use the wheels to move the thing. The wand actually has a carrying spot that holds it in place. This one falls off all the time. It's also very quiet. I did this yesterday. It's about 15.5 feet by 17.5 feet, and it used about an hour's worth of batteries. So 3 changes. Calculations and summary. So at 15.5 feet by 17.5 feet, that makes 271.25 square feet. 3 changes of batteries to do 1 hour of pressure washing. 2 batteries used at a time. 1 hour to charge 2 batteries on the fast charger. One 40 volt 6 amp battery is about $200. I've got that connected there. I'll turn the water on and then I'll hit the power button, and it just stays in 2000 PSI. You can drop it down to lower ratings. I might try it on the car later. All right, I got my decibel meter going. The power's on. I'm on a 2000. We're averaging around 40. I'm gonna just shoot this. My hose had a bad connection, so I got a different hose. And here's what I'm dealing with. I don't think it'll take too much for it to come off, but I'm probably gonna get pretty wet. And the time is now 10:43, so here we go. All right, it's 11:10 and I need to go get a ladder, and I don't know how much time I have left on the batteries. I'll have to get a ladder. That only took 3 minutes, so here we go. Hopefully I do this where I don't get in trouble because I use the ladder wrong, so who knows. Here we go. It's 11:27. I made a lot of progress. My batteries ran out. You may have noticed I stopped at one point. I had a trick that I used to do on my old pressure washer. I put a zip tie on there to hold it in place. And today I tried Velcro, but it wasn't very big. So it worked okay, but not great. So I'm off to get new batteries. All right, I got the new batteries in. I had switched to 1000 PSI because I think I've got a leak or somewhere in the hose and I wasn't getting full pressure. When I did the porch yesterday, it was fine. So I don't know. Anyway, I went to 1000 PSI, so I might have gotten longer time. I don't remember what time it was when I said I started. So, well, here we go. I'm gonna finish this side and then the top of that, and hopefully my batteries will last for that. 12 o'clock and my second set of batteries just finished. Look at this. My barn is actually kind of a reddish maroon and the trim on it's white. I always thought it was just like a blackish, grayish green. So all I have left is this one little section over here. Looks like those are well underway of being charged. These are the two I just took out, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish with these two little guys. I also want to mention this got a little bit wet on the outside, but no issues on the inside, so that's good. And I wanted to mention that the grime on the white stuff was pretty bad, so I switched this over to 2000 PSI. Switch that guy over to 2000 PSI. And it worked fine. So I don't know what the deal was the first time. I think probably water pressure, because my water pressure is kind of so-so. Which this one at 1.2 gallons versus the gas one I had that was 2.5 gallons. This one is handling that part better. You can actually do a siphon, so you don't have to have a hose going. Which is kind of crazy. Neat idea. I'll probably never do that, but neat to think that you could actually do pressure washing out in the middle of nowhere if you have a ton of water in a bucket. Well, that was it. It took me another 1 minute to finish, so it's kind of a bummer that I didn't finish with the other two batteries. But I think I'll have to look back at the time, but I think the 1000 PSI made the batteries last longer. Generally, I think that you're probably going to want 3 sets of batteries if you're going to do this. I'll come up with the figures later, but I paid $500 for this guy. I got it with no batteries. I already had 2 batteries. Sorry. So here's my cost summary. $500 for a 2000 PSI pressure washer with no batteries. $200 per battery. 2 batteries had a runtime of 20 to 25 minutes at 2000 PSI. 2 batteries had a runtime of 45 minutes at 1000 PSI. $180 for a 40-volt lithium-ion dual-port rapid charger. 2 batteries took an hour to charge. So $500 for the pressure washer plus $400 for 2 batteries plus $180 for the rapid charger is $1,080 for basic use. If you want mostly continuous runtime, it'll be $500 for the pressure washer, $1,200 for 3 sets of batteries, $360 for 2 rapid chargers, which is $2,060 for mostly continuous runtime. They give you a little safety thing here. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'd rather it hold in the trigger for me instead of protect me from stopping it. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of weird. That was the same on my old gas-powered one. I just used this one nozzle the whole time. It works fine. The hose was fine. Everything was fine. I like the fact that it just starts when you try it. So that's why I like battery stuff. So I think you could probably get away with 2 sets of batteries and take a little break periodically. But if you really want the continuous working, then you're looking at like $1,700 for the pressure washer and have it battery powered, and there you go.